Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here with TGameNTech, back with podcast number 6. And today's podcast, we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. We're going to be talking about, of course, what I've been watching. We're going to be talking about the Facebook phone, Blackberry, Google Drive, Vita, and computer issues. Because if you watched the last one, well, the live stream at least, you know that we had computer issues. And so, what I've actually been watching. This is kind of delayed because this was actually supposed to be up a couple days ago, but I had extreme computer issues. But it's all sorted out now. We're good now. But these are what I was watching before. I have been watching the Minecraft UHC, Minecraft Ultra Hardcore, and almost all the guys from the Minecraft server. I've been watching Doc, Super MC Gamer, Pyro, Vintage Beef. All these guys are separated into teams of 4, and they have to play survival Minecraft. And the first one to get to the end and defeat the Ender Dragon is the winner. The kick is that you have to get golden apples or watermelons, golden glistening watermelons, to actually regen health, because having a full food bar does not regen your health. So the only way to get food and health, the only way to get health is through golden apples and glistening melons. Wow, that's kind of confusing. It took me a while to understand it when I was watching it, because this is the first season of UHC that I've watched, but it's really fun, really entertaining. The guys are always like on edge, and it's a big deal whenever you lose half a heart now in Minecraft. But I would suggest going to any of the guys on the Minecraft server. The funny thing is, though, I was watching Doc's, one of his first ones, and I saw that MC Gamer had 1.5 hearts, so I had to go to MC Gamer's page to see why he had 1.5 hearts. And so it's just really cool, and it's something really fun that they have been doing. And so I definitely suggest you go check out all their channels. There's Dog, Vintage Beef, Super MC Gamer, Pyro, Good, BOO, Pause, Unpause, Etho, all those guys. They all have a bunch of channels, and I can't remember them all. I'm sorry if I missed one or two, or a lot. Next, I've been watching Techno Buffalo, and their channel is John4Lakers. And I watched their video about the Facebook phone. That's kind of what inspired my information and me talking about the Facebook phone. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But Techno Buffalo produces some great videos, great quality videos. John actually applied for a lot of other jobs on the internet, working for other companies, and they all declined him. And so look where he's at now. He's made Techno Buffalo into one of the greatest tech channels on YouTube, and just technology companies in general. And so definitely check out that channel. It's a good tech channel. If you enjoy watching technology unboxings, reviews, giveaways, they always do giveaways, usually around one a week. They've been giving away Nexus 7s like hotcakes. And so definitely check out their channel. Last but not least, we have Video Creators TV. And now this is from Tim Schmoyer. He also does videos on real SEO. But this is his channel, Video Creators TV. And he gives YouTube tips. They do monthly Google Plus Hangouts with certain people on YouTube, and they give tips and tricks and things to help you improve your YouTube channel. They give channel reviews and just different stuff like that. And one of the latest videos is about using playlists. And now I didn't know you could go into the playlist options and click a little check mark that says if somebody's viewing a video from this playlist, the rest of the playlist will show up automatically no matter what on this right hand side of the viewing screen in place of like an ad. I had no idea that was even a feature, and so I'm extremely glad I watched that channel. It's definitely a channel you're going to want to be subscribed to. This playlist feature will definitely help you out if you're a gaming channel. For example, I have my gaming channel, Player Select Gaming. I do Minecraft videos, SimCity, I've done Yoshi's Island, Fire Emblem, and it definitely helps with series. And you have one video here, the one they're watching, and then all their other videos will appear on the right-hand side. I'm showing, the previous episodes and the next ones. Definitely suggest you do that. Search up their channel, Video Creators TV, and it's a little snippet from a Google Plus Hangout that they did talking about playlists and how to use them. And so that's just been what I've been watching. I need to check out some more channels, share some more things about what I've been watching in the future. If you are curious to how you get in this section of what I've been watching, well, you just kind of have to be somebody who I'm subscribed to. I don't really just watch random channels. These are usually people that I'm subscribed to who I want to help get some more attention. And some of them, like Techno Buffalo, they don't need any more shout outs. They're a huge channel already. But, some people might not have heard about them, and I'm just suggesting them because they're channels that I've been watching and who I enjoy and who I'm usually subscribed to. And so now to the actual content portion of the podcast. First off, we're going to be talking about the Facebook phone. And now a couple days ago, Facebook actually announced some Facebook software for phones and a Facebook phone that's going to be released. On the software side of things, they announced Facebook Home. Now, this is going to be available for any Android phone. Probably not too early, probably not anything before Gingerbread or even Gingerbread maybe. But recent Android phones are going to be just fine. There's currently no tablet support for this. But Facebook Home is going to change the way your lock screen looks. For example, my lock screen on the Galaxy S3, if it would turn on, looks just like this. The unlock, I have the time, the weather, and then I have my notifications. With Facebook Home, it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to see your unlock, but you're going to see whatever picture you set it or whatever you set as your home screen or lock screen, and then you'll see little notifications and little people's faces depending on if you get messages or just notifications. It looks like it's going to be pretty cool. I'll be willing to try it out. I don't know if I'll use it all the time though, but it's highly integrated into Facebook in the way it works. And another thing they announced is chat heads, which is whenever you're on your phone and you're doing something, if somebody gives you a message through either text messaging or Facebook messaging, it pops out and it shows their little face right here and you can move it around. I could see this getting annoying because if you have like 10 friends who are texting you, like that's crazy and confusing to begin with. You're going to have like 10 faces all over your phone. You're going to have to be trying to move them around, trying to read them. But if you click on a face, it'll take you to the Chat Heads app or Chat Heads area, and you can see all your conversations and all your kinds of stuff. You can also do group chats, like group texting chats. And so all this is coming April 12th. You can download it April 12th. It's currently April 8th, so it'll be available in 4 days. And they said they will be giving it updates every month, so you know it's not going to be just a stale release. It's not something that's going to release and forget about. They plan to upgrade this every month. And I don't know if I'm going to use Facebook Home. Some people said, I don't think Facebook Home would be something I would want to use. For avid Facebook lovers, this would be a great thing, but for somebody like me who really doesn't enjoy Facebook that much, I prefer Twitter over Facebook. I'm really not that interested. I'll try it out, maybe review it. But it's in my opinion. And along with all that software, Facebook actually announced a phone. It's going to be the HTC First, and it's going to be running a very Android integrated with Facebook phone. It's not going to be like pure Facebook OS. It's still going to be Android based, but it's going to be very Facebook oriented. It's going to have Facebook Home right out of the box with Facebook chat heads, high Facebook integration. It's going to be coming in the colors black, white, light blue, and red. It's going to be available on AT&T for $99, and there's no final specs that I saw. I mean, they have a list now, but I looked at it, but I don't know if it's solidified. But the specs really weren't high-line specs. They weren't like Galaxy S4 specs or Galaxy Note 2. They weren't meant to be a high-level technology smartphone. I could see them at the mid-level, just average level hardware and components. And I think this is honestly aimed at a younger crowd because the Facebook phone, in my opinion, is a gimmick. These kids love Facebook. They love sharing their drama in their lives on Facebook. I don't know why they do it, but they enjoy that. And so I think they're really trying to target younger people who enjoy Facebook and who want a cell phone. And $99 isn't too bad. It's kind of like the price point for the mid-level phone, which what it actually is. The $200 price point is for stuff like the iPhone 5, the Galaxy S3, and it should be the Galaxy S4, even though that's priced at $250, which is overpriced. But like I said, Android phone with a Facebook skin, not solely Facebook. There's no Facebook buttons or anything. Nothing dedicated to Facebook in terms of hardware buttons or capacitive touch buttons. And so overall, Facebook phone, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it might be semi-successful. I don't think it's going to be anything like a flagship for Android or anything, but it will be decent. Some people will buy it, but, I don't see myself buying it or really using it all that much. And so next up, we have Blackberry, and with the Blackberry Z10, can it save Blackberry? And now, I've never been a Blackberry user. I haven't used a Blackberry. I used one like once just because somebody wanted to show me something, but I haven't used one as like my phone on a regular basis. I've looked at the Blackberry Z10, and it looks like it's a nice phone. I've seen some people say, this is a solid phone. It's nothing great. The app support just isn't there. I think that's what's hurting Blackberry a lot. There just isn't a lot of app support where it should be. But can the Blackberry Z10 save Blackberry? Maybe. Honestly, it's like kind of in the hands of developers. If they want to support Blackberry and make applications for it, I think it'll do better. because honestly, a lot of people get smartphones for the apps. If they use smartphones for such things, a lot of people just use them to play Angry Birds, and that's fine. But one major reason people choose iOS or Android is because the majority of apps are on iOS or Android. If you want to go even further, you can say the majority of apps are on iOS because iOS is where people test out most of their apps. It's where the majority of app support is. Android's getting there. It's having definitely better app support. But BlackBerry, I wouldn't buy a BlackBerry phone for good app support. And so I think the BlackBerry Z10 is a good start maybe to kind of getting BlackBerry rebooted. But honestly, I don't know if it can save it. I think it's kind of in the hands of developers and whether or not they want to support BlackBerry and develop apps for it. So I could see it going either way. I could see BlackBerry doing fine with it. I could see them suffering with it and saying, help us. But, I think the fate might be in the hands of the developers who make stuff like Evernote. I don't even know if Evernote's available for BlackBerry. Yeah, I don't know. So, only time will tell. Only time will tell with a BlackBerry Z10 and BlackBerry. And so next, I want to talk about Google Drive and Microsoft Word. Recently, my Microsoft Word 2013 live preview, whatever you want to call it, it ran out. And I had issues with my older version of Microsoft Office working. I don't know why. Something happened when I installed 2013 that 2010 all of a sudden decided it didn't want to work. Oh, look, you're not registered anymore. And it's like, what? You were working perfectly fine before I installed 2013. And so I've been having Microsoft Word problems, and I can't figure it out. And I'm not spending $100 right now for Word, PowerPoint, OneNote, and Excel 2013. I'm not spending $100 for that right now. And so I've been thinking of solutions. I don't really want to get in the whole Kingsoft software or OpenOffice. I don't want to mess with that stuff because, I know it's the same exact thing basically, but I don't know. I just sometimes think some of those programs, like to me, they just aren't as good or powerful. And so I didn't really want to go with them or deal with that because it's not really integrated in my ecosystem of like Microsoft and Google. And so I went the route of Google Drive. And so within Google Drive, as I pull it up right now, that's not Google Drive. Here it is. Google. I always say Google kind of weird. People always seem to want to point it out. But I've been using Google Drive. And within that, you can have folders. You can have all kinds of stuff. You can share pictures, documents. And within Google Drive itself, you can actually create documents like Word documents, presentations, spreadsheets, forms. If I click on create a spreadsheet, you can actually make something and download it as a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. Or an open document format from OpenOffice, plain text, web page, all this stuff. And so if I click out of that, if I go to create a presentation, I've never actually created a presentation before, so I have no idea what it looks like, but it looks pretty much exactly the same as PowerPoint. And so I'll click a simple little thing, a little theme, and we'll see if we can save as PowerPoint, download as Microsoft PowerPoint, and the extension is PPTX, which is the latest version, like the DocX, all that stuff from Microsoft Office, the latest version. They have like the DocX, they have the X extensions. And so I found that with Google Drive, I can do exactly what I need to do that I do in Microsoft Office. I'm not creating elaborate creations in Microsoft Office. That's why I have things like InDesign or Illustrator and Photoshop. I really don't make PowerPoints either. And if I make a PowerPoint, I'd probably make it on my laptop, which has an older version of Office, which I wish I could deactivate and put on here, but you can't for some reason. Or I'll use my mom's computer because I'm pretty sure she has Office on that. But for any simple word processing, Google Drive does exactly what you need it to do. If I go to create a document, we'll read off the features that it shows. You can print, undo, redo, paint format. You can change your your text style if you want to be a normal text, title, subtitle, heading. You can choose your font style between Arial, Comic Sans. I hate Comic Sans. Courier New, Georgia, Impact, Times New Roman, Trebuchet, Verdana, and you can actually add fonts. If you click Add Fonts, you can add Open Sans to Ubuntu, Roboto. You have a lot of fonts you can actually choose from, and they keep updating and updating. There's like plenty of fonts, over 100 at least. And so you can add fonts, you can change the font size, bold, italics, underline, text color, highlight color. You can put links inside of it. You can insert comments. If you have more than one person, you can actually add people to actually help you edit your documents. So I could, if I wanted to, I could add Matt from iTech224, and we could both edit this document at the same time in real time and see the edits that we each are making. And so that's a really cool feature of Google Drive and Google Docs. And I'm just kind of getting into that. And you can also change your alignment: left align, center align, right align, justified. You can change your line spacing, 1.5, double spacing. You can change lists, indentations, clear formatting. You can change your margins, your left indents, all that stuff you want it to look like. It has all the basic functions of Microsoft Word. Now you can't really, you can make tables. You can insert tables. If I look, you can insert drawings as well, special characters, horizontal lines, images. I mean, really, what is in Google Drive that you're like, what's not there that you're missing from Microsoft Office? And so, at least as of now, I'm going to be using Google Drive because it works for what I need it to do. And it's easy because if somebody doesn't have Google Drive and they can't share something with me through a Google account, I can easily download it as a Microsoft Word document and email it. In fact, I just did that today, and it worked perfectly fine. And so I'm asking myself, do I even need to buy Microsoft Office anymore? Does anybody need to buy that anymore? Do you need to buy it? Let me know down in the comments below. What are you using? Are you using Microsoft Office? Are you using something like OpenOffice? Or maybe you should try out something like Google Drive. I would suggest if you have any kind of Google account, if you have Gmail, YouTube, Google+, a Google Drive, an Android phone, try out Google Drive. It works great. I've definitely been using that along with Google Keep, keeping all my stuff synced up. It works very well, and I would definitely suggest it. And so I can only really have good things to say about it. I've never had issues. You can put stuff in folders. You can label stuff. You can share folders. You can share pictures, all kinds of stuff. It kind of works like Dropbox, but it's better because you can actually edit stuff together through the drive. You can't do that with Dropbox. And so last thing I'm going to talk about is Vita. Talk about that a little bit. I've been trying to do Vita on my vlog channel, which is Vlog Every Day in April. I've kind of failed because I didn't have 2 videos on Saturday or Sunday. But I don't know. They wouldn't have been good videos anyways. They would have been pictures of me from my phone saying, hey, this is Vita number 6 and 7. Okay, bye. I mean, I understand Vita. It's like to get people like jumped up on making vlogs and get them to make vlogs regularly. But I don't know. I'll probably start doing it again this week. Maybe I'll just do it during weekdays and not weekends. But I had all kinds of issues making my videos. Cameras wouldn't work. Codecs wouldn't work. Camera was out of focus. Uploads and rendering wouldn't work. It was just all kinds of problems. If you go to my vlog channel, watch some of my videos. I'm not sure which Vita video it is, but I talk about all my issues. And I can't. It was like I had every problem known to man when I'm trying to upload my Vita videos. So I'll try again, though. I'll keep trying to make Vita videos and upload them. And so the last thing I want to talk about is computer malfunctions. Do you have computer malfunctions? What do you do to get around them? The other night when I was doing this live stream for the podcast, my computer, my power supply actually went off because whenever it gets a surge, it goes off, and you have to turn it off, turn everything off, and turn it back on. It just to let you know there was a power surge and it protects your computer. It happened, which wasn't a big deal. It's happened before, and so I go to turn it off, and that's what I normally do. I turn my computer off. What I should have done was go through the menu and shut down, but instead I just held in the power button. I shouldn't have done that. You should only really do that if your computer freezes. But I did that, and I went to turn my computer back on, and it wouldn't boot. It wouldn't recognize my SSD, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, this cannot happen. I have work to do. I have non-YouTube stuff to do. I have YouTube stuff to do. I need this computer because it has all like my programs like Photoshop and stuff. I need it. I need it to work. And so I was freaking out for a while, but thank Jesus that it worked. I don't know why or what happened. I was praying the whole time. I was like, oh, Jesus, make this thing work, because I was worried. I was worried I was going to lose everything in terms of on my SSD. I have backups on my other drives, but my SSD has all my programs, and it wouldn't have been fun having to purchase a new program and re-download everything. Yeah, that would have been really bad, but I'm glad everything got worked out. It was just crazy. Blessings. Thank you gee whiz. Like, I don't know. I was just extremely thankful that it was all working again. What I did was I went inside, I was looking at some stuff. Nothing looked like it was burned up. It just started working again. So I was very happy about that. But your computer malfunctions actually, what computer malfunctions have you had? Have you ever had issues where you're live streaming or making a video and everything just goes, what do you do? You just got to keep calm, cool, and collected. I started to freak out a little bit. It really had me worried because this is where I do all my work. But, we're up and working now. We're good to go. Everything's working perfectly fine. We're thankful for that. We're doing podcasts. We're having a good time. And so that's all I really had for this podcast today. To just sum up, we talked about the Facebook phone, the Blackberry Z10, and whether or not it can actually save Blackberry. We talked about Google Drive and how you should try that out if you're looking for an alternative to Microsoft Office. Just check out Google Drive. It's really cool. It has a lot of cool features. Talking about Vita, vlog every day in April 2013, and talking about computer malfunctions. And so that's going to wrap up this podcast. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're listening on iTunes, thank you so much for listening. You can check out the video on youtube.com/TGameNTech. Also, if you're watching the video, please click that like button, and subscribe for more technology podcasts, technology videos, unboxings, reviews, gaming videos, reviews, all that kind of stuff, and the occasional giveaway. We just ended the iPad mini giveaway. That was extremely successful. Congrats to the winner. Thank you to everybody who has entered. And that's going to wrap this one up. Check me out on all my social links. They're all in the description below, especially Twitter. My Twitter handle is Tyler TGNT. All that stuff's in the description below. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll always see whenever these live streams happen, any announcements about what videos are coming to the channel, any announcements about new videos, and just anything in general. And so that's going to wrap this one up. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you guys in the next podcast.